And before you head to those polls, there are a few details you're going to need to remember. Albert Flores from AACT Now is here to explain everything you need to know. Thanks for joining us, Albert.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So first of all, let's talk about early voting. We could vote wherever we wanted to in the county, but that's not the case this time around.
That's correct. During Election Day, you do have to go vote at your designated precinct.
And if we don't know where that is, where can we go to find that information?
You can always log on to our website. It's www.actnow.org, or you can also consult your local elections department or even visit the Secretary of State's website.
Okay, and also, speaking of going out to the polls, you're going to need to take something with you. Maybe you haven't had an early voting in your cities or in your school districts yet, because this is the first Texas primary where we've had to take a photo ID. What qualifies?
That's correct. We do ask that voters take their voter identification with them, which is a form of ID that is acceptable is a Texas ID, a Texas driver's license, a U.S. passport, also Texas concealed handgun license will work.
Pretty much any government-issued photo license?
Correct, yeah, even a military ID will work with that.
Okay, so make sure you bring that with you. If you haven't received one of those, if you don't have a driver's license or a passport, you can go somewhere to get a photo ID for an election, right?
That's correct. The DPS issues out what they call electronic identification certificates, and people are able to apply for those in case they don't have one of those other forms of ID.
Okay, so go visit your local DPS office. Now, tell us, how is voter turnout in the early election? I know, or early voting.
Early voting, the numbers of early voting, at least in Hidalgo County, seem to be up from previous primary elections. We're about close to 4,000 or 5,000 votes ahead of previous elections.
That's awesome. So we are increasing. You guys must be making a difference, right?
I hope so. Yes, sir. It looks like we are.
So we still need more people to head out to the polls today. Hopefully we can keep those numbers up.
Yes, I know the weather right now is a little bad, but hopefully that doesn't keep people from making their voice heard.
Yeah, a little rain shouldn't deter us. Well, thanks for joining us, Albert. We appreciate you. Go out there and vote. In the meantime, send things over to Victoria.